So hello everyone, Swafie here talking to you in the 18th episode. So welcome to all of you to the 18th episode of Dralley. And in this episode we're gonna work with some old district or old town, or maybe you may prefer European theme. And so basically I'm taking a suggestion from my great sports Evgueni. He said in the last episode, in the 17th episode, he said to make an old town, or old district, like in Barcelona or something. And I don't know, but when it comes to my mind, I kind of thinking about a European theme buildings, European style district, or European cities. So that's what we're gonna build in this episode. We're gonna make a European cities or European district in general, basically. And so if you see in this screenshot right here, this is the area that we are working in, or we are working on. Basically all of this area are in the other side of the downtown. It's taking, I don't know, it's kind of near that suburbans, American suburbans there. It's just across the highway, and basically it's just across the downtown, the center of downtown. And I'm using the Berlin's building, or the Berlin's theme for this. Generally it's Berlin, mostly, but there is other buildings as well. I put some a Dutch or Amsterdam buildings. Basically you will see it later that it's gonna look like a very much European style, because I added some canals, those canals that act as parks. I think you may know it, but it's gonna be shown later in maybe, I don't know, 10th or 11 minutes of this time lapse. So this time lapse alone, it consists of 16 minutes. It's not that really long, because I don't really go into details, I think, in this episode. Basically at this point, I think I already mentioned in last episode, the 17.5 episode, that I hate detailing at this point. So yeah, I keep losing everything, from props, maybe some trees sometimes, but trees not really too often though. The one that really often is I lost props, and in everywhere. I lost props in my downtown. I lost props in my university, in my lake, and it's just sort of annoying. It's kind of annoying, I guess, and I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I should just go and make a new save games, make a new series, but I'm not really sure about that, since I still love this series so much. So yeah, maybe I'm not gonna do that for, I don't know, for what. I'm not gonna do that in near future though. Maybe in the future, yes, I'm gonna maybe end this series and make a new one, and maybe I don't know, things gets a little better in terms of this kind of problem. So yeah, basically here I'm just laying down those areas thing, and yeah, I kind of basically just combine this American's apartments with those Berlin's buildings there, because some of them, or some of the buildings, doesn't have the area that, the slot that available, like 2.2 by 4 or maybe 1 by 4. They don't have the buildings available for the theme. So I need to combine some of them with this New York residential. It's I think it's New York apartments, but they are a low density residential buildings though, but they are, I don't know, they just looks very great when they are combined with this Berlin's theme. And I'm really happy about the the overall look of how is this district looks. I think the New York's buildings doesn't really give differences. I don't know. They sort of combined very very well, and I'm really happy for that. I really am happy because sometimes when you combine two different themes, you don't really get what they want. And here I am just trying to trying to figure out how those three buildings gonna be playing parts in this district. Basically, you can see that building there is very oddly shaped, and I don't really know what makes it very odd, very oddly shaped. It just really not really that beautiful, because when you when you place it, it's just gonna block the roads, and it's not gonna be good. And here I'm laying down this Vanilla Stadium, and I think this Vanilla Stadium is great in there, though it does fill this space very very well. I'm just really happy about that, because if you know me, I'm all about the filling spaces, and I mean that's kind of that stadium there is kind of making a very good shapes into fill the spaces there. So yeah, you may see as well that I have a very very bad traffic there. I mean the traffic is just sort of taking shapes, I think, and it's gonna be worse. And for a couple more episodes, I think my city is gonna be just like traffic hell, but I don't know, maybe I'm gonna I need to start to think to prevent that thing to be happen. So I'm gonna think about solving those traffic problems as soon as possible. And yeah, basically in here I'm placing so many of those corners building. As you may see, the 45 corners buildings, it's from the New York theme again, and I really love them, though. They are really looking just very great. I don't know what makes them great. I think the 45 degrees building, it's like, I don't know, they are just great, and I love them. I really love them so much. So yeah. So talking about the last episode, though, the 17.5, it's kind of a special episode that maybe those kind of episode I'm gonna make regularly every single midweek, because I think that is a kind of good thing to have. I don't know, just a very very simple, small and quick build of something, and I think it's great. Oh, okay. I'm changing the footage here into the second take, and you already see that I laid down some parks here. It's the canal that basically works as parks, and they are really beautiful. They are okay. I know this. I know this lake. Not lake. God damn it. I know this canals from Karud's series. So I watched those series very back there. I mean, it's a very long time since I watched those series, Karud's series. He made such a great European towns, and he using those canals, and I think those canals are very great. So I think that why not just put these canals on my cities, and yeah, it does makes my city looks just very beautiful. So anyways, back to the special episode thing. So I'm gonna make it maybe regularly around midweek, and maybe for the next 18.5 I'm gonna make some theme park. It's a very very small theme park. So you're not gonna see a very long episode, and you're not gonna see a very detailed place, I guess, because if I'm detailing a thing, it's just like it's pointless. It doesn't really matter to the to my city, or basically it doesn't really matter to have a very good detail in my city. Anyways, I've already talking about 10 minutes, and I have a sore throat sore throat right now, so I'm gonna take a break. I will see you later in the live portion, and I hope you to enjoy this rest of the time lapse and the music. Hello everyone, welcome to the live portion of the 18th episode right here, the Old Town slash European District episode. So we are now at the front, like, that front, and like this is our water right here. This is the water, and I put those sea walls. This is the European sea wall, I guess. And yeah, I mean it just looks nice. And I put as well this marina right here, which they still don't have the boat yet, but they will have later. So you see this, this is like the canal entrance or something like that, because I have canals here. So I say that why not just make some kind of canal entrance, basically. I mean, I kind of nailed it, even though, sometimes you see those, like, I don't know, glitches there. Basically, it's part of the land. And yeah, in here as well, I made that and canal entrance as well. So I think it's really looking great if you just look from above, right, like this. And yeah, overall it's a great thing to have. And we're gonna start from here, I guess. I placed this Brandenburg, I'm sorry, Brandenburg gate. I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, I think this section right here is kind of the square or something like that. I'm not really sure, but we have this really big thing in the center. It's separated. I mean, first thing first, we have this 6 lanes road just goes one way to there, and then 6 lanes road just go one way to here. And there's this section here in the middle, which I think I'm gonna assume that this is a square or something like that. And having this housings, though, it's great to have it here. The plazas and the parks as well is great, as well as the stadium, I guess. This is the Vanilla Stadium. I mean, it's not really that beautiful, but I think it's done the job to fill this area here. It's very, very, I don't know, it's just very great to fill this area right here. So why not just place it here? So yeah, the stadium's there, and it's there to stay, I guess. And the one thing that I'm not really sure is this, though, this garage here. So I placed this garage because they fill in the blanks, they fill in this space pretty very, very, very great. It's just very great after all. But I'm not really sure if this gonna be here to stay or not. So I'm gonna maybe just taking some suggestion from you guys in the comment section below. So please be sure to let me know, should I replace this with something or not. Maybe if I'm gonna replace it, I'm just gonna replace it with some housings. That's my idea, but I'm not really sure. Maybe you have a better idea for me, so be sure to let me know. And move on. So we have this canal district right here, canal slash Amsterdam district. Basically, Amsterdam district is just right in this block, as well as in this block, I guess. You see here, this is the Dutch buildings, and this is the Amsterdam canal buildings, I guess. They have the kind of different colors on there, and the cars is popping. I'm not really sure what happened here. Like, seriously, look at that. The cars is popping by themselves, which is weird. It's weird. I don't know. But they all just look the same. The car, the difference is this color, and the canals here is making. It's take such a big part to this area to make this area even look more beautiful. Just look at that. I don't know. I think it's very, very beautiful, I think. And yeah, you already know that I taking this inspiration from from Carol's. He used to make a European district with these canals, and it looks just very beautiful. So I wanted to copy that as well in this city. And yeah, I guess I already achieved what I want here, with these canals right here. And yeah, so that is the Amsterdam district, and basically, I mean, most of these buildings are the Berlin themes building. So I wanted to tell you here is the I don't know, kind of very great intersection. I'm not sure. It's not really detailed because I hate detailing at this point. I really hate detailing. I keep losing props. Alright, I'm just want to show you real quick the in-depth look of our terminal here, which is in the episode 17.5. Alright, this is our hotel right here. This is the Russian architecture apartments, I believe. And yeah, you already see I lost the lines here, and yeah, that sucks for me. you know I don't know how to say about this, but I already lost the line here, and I think I'm not gonna adding some more lines in here because I already add these lines twice. And this is our warehouse right here. I think it's industrial warehouse. And as well as the bus depot right here. I don't know. Even though this warehouse is kind of act the same as bus depot, basically it's to store the bus, right? So I don't know. Maybe I think it's a great addition here as well. And we lost some fences as well, and as well as this tiles decals right here. I think it's just goes along the way this pathway, but now it's gone. So yeah, rest in peace, decals. And I make some renovation into this area as well, and overall it's looking just great. You have Sprint, Old Navy, as well as I don't know, I can't really read this, Einstein Bros Bagels. So this is Einstein Bros Bagels. I think they are really look great though. And those sidewalks right here that they have in front of their store, it's great. I don't know. Overall, it's great assets. Alright. Back to this again. I have this combine this Berlin building and this New York building right here, which I think overall it's a great combination. Even though there are some gaps here, maybe I should just move this a little bit to here. That should be enough though to cover the gap. Yeah, I guess that's enough to cover the gap. And yeah, overall great combination. The Berlin and the New York building, even though they have like slightly different roof. I mean, they just have different roof. And as well as in this corner right here, I mean, this is like such a very hard corner to fill. Maybe like this corner is just a usual corner, and it's very easy to fill. Like this subway right here, it's just very great there. But this corner here, you need to make something really good. I mean, you need to move buildings and all of that stuff. And maybe after all, it's looking great, even though there's a gap here, which I don't really know what to put here. Maybe some benches could be great. I don't know, maybe later. And yeah, this road is one way road for 3 lanes, one way road, and in the middle there are this parking lots, which I think it's making it's taking such a great job to fill in this spaces right here. So yeah. And we're going to this very busy intersection, even though it's not really that busy, but there are 6 roads here that basically combine in this intersection. This one, it should be like the busiest intersection in the city, but I'm not really sure if it's really that busy though, because there are not really I think it's really busy though. Looking how many cars queuing from there to here, I think it's pretty busy. But the worst part, I mean the worst I'm gonna show you the worst traffic of all. It's in this area right here. Look at those cars queuing. It's coming from this American housings, American suburbs right here, and it's just queuing all the way into this our old district here, European theme district. And yeah, so look at this again. This is the American / New York building, and this is the Berlin's building. I mean, they just kind of combine very well. You can see like the architecture. It's just like kind of similar, you know, the windows, the bricks, and all of that stuff. The door, maybe it's the same. Basically, when the New York one have this little stairs, but the Berlin's one doesn't have. So that's the only difference, I guess. And I have some more building like this. This is the New York building as well. Yeah, I combined this with the New York and as well as the Berlin theme, I guess. I think this one is as well, I mean, also New York. I think this one is the 135 degrees building. This one is also New York. This one is Berlin. And yeah, this one as well is New York. So yeah, I have this corner building. It's the New York building, I guess. I have many of those. Like in this intersection and stuff, there are 4 of those buildings right here. If you can just, if you just can see like how beautiful is it to have this corner building right here. I think it's really beautiful. And yeah, so I think basically that's all of this episodes though. I mean, there are no more things right here. This intersection though, it's also looking great. But basically that is all for our episode. So I'm gonna maybe this view is great. So let me adjust this one pretty quick. I think if you can adjust this one pretty quick, it's gonna be more beautiful. Maybe like, yeah, right, yeah, right, very right. You know, look at those view. That's very beautiful. So anyone, this is the end of our episode, sadly. The 18th episode is over, so be sure to let me know what you think in the comment section below, and please give this video a thumbs up if you do like this video, and please consider subscribe, because I would love to see you in the next episode. Until the next episode, I think I'm gonna make I think I'm gonna make another special episode. So until then, I wish you to have a nice day, and goodbye. Okay, quick thing before you go. I just want to show you this city lights and those skylines. It's very beautiful.